Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They started on the ground with Eckler. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Herbert throwing again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Now Lawrence. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Etienne trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3rd and 2, Herbert. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. This is the chance to get this ball, baby.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, play some ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. That'll bring up second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. This is taken at the 15. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Chargers have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7.
Let's roll. Show what you got to make a play. Let's quickly see what we got to do here. Come on, baby. Get low. Make it work for us. Let's go, baby. It's showtime, baby. Let's go, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's go.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence looking downfield for Jones and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
First and goal, Chargers.
$10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Calling no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run.
Williams loses the football, and the Jags grab it. There he goes, right side, the 20. And he brings this one back, a fumble return for a Jacksonville score. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a give running left is Eckler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 38, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Eckler now between the tackles, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff, it's Eckler. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Jaguars have 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
He'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got a man complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Here's Herbert. He's got Allen. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. Come on, man. Game time. Playmaker can step up right now. All right, go get him. Let's go.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the... and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. A little juke. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Williams brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 3. Eckler, they run left side. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because You have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot right. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll look to ETN to start things out. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 27, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Carter. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. To throw again on second down. Herbert dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. For a run show, Fatukasi. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jaguars back with it on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. Right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Now ETN to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, ETN. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 39, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On first down, right back to ETN. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On third down, Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 27 yards. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a counter two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. Flush to his right. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's Eckler again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Eckler. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by a field goal, under 1:20 to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Lawrence. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. Back to throw. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A final shot now for Lawrence. This for all the marbles. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Of course, the game can end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First throw in overtime for Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's be perfect. Let's go, y'all. Pay attention. Pay attention. Let's go. Let's go. Let's dominate this. Bring it. All right, go. All right, ridiculous.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. from the 6. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his pass, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lawrence will throw. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on them.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Playmakers, step up. Come on, baby. Get up. This is your game, baby.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Crossing right, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Jaguars have won the game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.